ALTS is trending as buzz grows around the upcoming launch of WLFI token, with traders and investors highlighting ALTS's sizable holdings and positioning as a potential beneficiary. The narrative taking shape is that ALTS functions as a kind of crypto treasury, meaning its exposure to WLFI could serve as a leveraged play on the token's eventual performance. Community discussions center on two main themes: upside potential. If WLFI launches successfully and secures listings on major exchanges, ALTS could see a surge in both valuation and liquidity. Some traders view this as a picks and shovels play, where ALTS gains indirectly from WLFI success. Optimists are already speculating on possible multi-bagger returns, drawing comparisons to early-stage treasury-backed projects in the AI and DeFi space. Risks and skepticism. Others caution that while WLFI's performance may be a catalyst, the timeline and liquidity around the launch remain uncertain. Questions around dilution, regulatory hurdles, and the speculative nature of treasury backed valuations are sparking debate. Skeptics warn that ALTS could face volatility if WLFI underperforms or if hype fades before listings materialize. For now, the community is laser focused on two milestones: the official WLFI launch date and confirmation of exchange listings, which many see as the true litmus test for whether ALTS's recent momentum is sustainable or short lived. Until then, sentiment is being driven by anticipation, speculation, and comparisons to other crypto linked equities that surged ahead of major token events.
Okay, so the stock closed at 7.34 on the 22nd of August, Friday the 22nd. So let's see now. Um, the extrapolation is saying that it's a 3 period moving average on this 4 hour chart is expected to remain strong up till the pre-market session of Monday the 25th, and then after that, uh, a contraction will ensue. You can see the peaks and the troughs are getting, based on this extrapolation, they are getting tighter. So that is clearly a case for a case an extrapolation that is calling for a contraction, but that may not happen. It may or may not happen. So this will be the contraction of the expansion that began just on this Friday. As a matter of fact, this Friday, yeah, just yesterday. That's what is being called out. So ultimately, the stock has secured a gain of 33.09%. So it also has a history of volatility, recent volatility. As this is as of the 14th, this is as of Monday the 11th. It expanded to the highs of around 20.17, but it's not recorded here, not didn't print here. Monday the 11th, let's see, 11th was here. Okay, 11th was here. Okay, we can't see that here, but you can clearly see that it happened on that day. So, in terms of projections, currently in play as of yesterday, the 22nd of August, we have 6.91, just this modest upper projection. Let's see whether we had anything prior. Let's see what whether as of the 19th of August. Yeah, 19th of August, we had amongst high projections, we also had very, very deep projections. We have negative 16.57. Obviously, stocks don't trade in negatives, but they refer to some really fractional prices. And then we had 8.48, 9.48, 10.1. So let's see what we have. Okay, in terms of price pressure momentums, given that let's see now, yeah, okay. So we still have the price pressure momentums are still robustly positive, but the derivatives are still 3 out of the 4 of them are negative, indicating that yeah, as things stand right now, or as things stood when the market closed yesterday, the 22nd, it didn't have enough momentum to continue to expand the volatility that began in that session. So this is because I mean we can have these robust negative derivatives. It's also showing, amongst other things, that the probability of it holding above the probability of the price itself holding above those moving averages, the 10 and 21 period moving averages, is not so fantastic. Not so fantastic. So okay, I mean that's pretty much what we can see here. The more we can do is see we can find proper higher prices. 11.66. Let's see. We have already seen $20 and some fraction. Yeah, we have 20.17 here. So indeed, that's a very high upper projection. But we'll see how things go. We could have a look at its daily chart. The daily chart is, or rather, if this 4 hour chart magnifies maybe every 4 hours of the daily chart, if you like. So when it's playing out, it's just a just this the current situation. The last 4 hours just gives you obviously a magnification of what happened, or rather, yeah, a magnification of what happened over the last 4 hours. So a magnification of the daily chart. So here we will get a different picture. This is on the 11th. No, this is the 8th. So okay, so we have here underlying trend is strongly bullish. Underlying trend is strongly bullish, and we're not really going to read a lot of meaning to this extrapolation because the stock has deviated somewhat. You can see it closed on when the market closed, the gain was 19.13, but it added more gains thereafter in the post market session. Okay, so but we can look at the projections. Here we have similar projections. 11.24 is the highest here, and the lowest is 1.72, 2.89, 4.79, 8.90, 10.34, then 11.24. The underlying trend is strongly bullish. So yeah, there's a good chance it has already printed these highs, $20 and some fraction. The probability is there, but how. The question is how much of a probability do we have in there for it to do that. So we could try and estimate some of these probabilities. What we could do is maybe ignore this peak. We can try this peak. This peak is 8.97. Okay, 8.97 is not that far off from where we are. 7.34, 8.97 is not that far. I think we could try and be a bit more ambitious. Let's try this. 9.91, still not that far off, but we could try it anyway. So the way we can roughly estimate this probability is we have a look over here. This is the panel for the moving averages. The first figure is the 10-day moving average. Second one is the 21-day. Third one is the 40-day. And then the last is the 200-day moving average. So this is what we are trying to test. Nice on this one, 9.91. So as we slide across, we'll pick up the value of the moving average. So we'll consider the first one, which is the 10-day moving average. If that moving average is less than 9.91, then we have a probability that is less than 50% that 9.91 will be retested. So we have 9.85. In other words, the probability that 9.91 will be retested is less than 50%. It could be 49.99, but whatever it is still very decent. Given that 9.85 is not that far off from 9.91. So yeah, 9.71. Okay, not good. Less than 50%. It's good. Not nothing bad about that. Less than 50%. That's all I should have said. 9.91. Okay, let's see. 9.57. So less than 50%. Slide again. Yeah, less than 50%. Less than 50%. Less than 50%. And less than 50%. So less than 50% that it can print 9.91. But even at that, it's still healthy. It's still a decent probability. Yeah. So yeah, let's have a look and see what you make of ALTS. Let's see what's going to come out of it, and I'll continue to update you. Thank you very much for watching this video.